Today I'm bringing you some new gameplay footage of Wolfenstein the New Colossus. Back in 2014, the Bethesda published, Machine Games developed reboot of the Wolfenstein franchise was released to critical acclaim. A big surprise to most of the gamers out there, the reboot was actually good and it stuck to the roots of Wolfenstein. It was fast paced with bloody action, health and armor pickups with a touch of humour thrown in for good measure. There was also a standalone expansion pack released too called The Old Blood, which went full Nazi zombie and let you explore Castle Wolfenstein itself. Skip to 2017 and we're met with the proper sequel to the first game titled Wolfenstein the New Colossus. I went down to Bethesda's offices in the UK to play and record this recently, and I'm happy to say that I think it's shaping up to be just as enjoyable as the first game was. So our boy Blazkowicz is back, and despite our best efforts during the New Order, including almost being executed after a 14-year coma, having to go to space to infiltrate a Nazi lunar base, and taking out Death's Head, we are met with the grim alternate reality that America is indeed now occupied by the Nazi regime. In the new game, there's a 20-minute section which is an interesting look at what a crazy Nazi Germany occupied America might look like as you walk around the streets during a parade and have an awkward encounter with an officer ordering a milkshake. And we're in 1961 now, and once again we control BJ and the militant American resistance in trying to set up a second American revolution. We started our demo playing a segment called The Reunion, in which BJ wakes up on Eva's hammer, the captured Nazi U-boat. You're not looking so hot after the events of the New Order, so grab a nearby wheelchair for aid. And what ensues after this is some rather action-packed wheelchair gameplay that makes for a fantastic introduction to the game. I mean, wheelchair combat. Has there ever been a game before where you roll around shooting Nazis in a wheelchair? Probably not, but it's really good fun. There's also these strange microwave electrical walls that can turn you or your enemies into mush, and Set, who returns from the first game, offers you a map to use these traps to your advantage.
1, 2, 3. Give us a new piece of crack. Now, Mr. Blazkowicz, I'm very happy to see you awake, not so happy to see you out of bed.
Where is she?
So with one hand on a rifle and one on a wheel, you roll yourself around the U-boat in a bid to find Anya and escape. In classic Wolfenstein style, there are multiple paths and secrets to discover as well. Conveyor belts are your friends here, and when you finally think that you've escaped and get out into the open area, you're met by Frau Irene Engel from the first game, and guess what? She's got a brand new jaw. And then you've got her daughter, Sigrun, who she continually berates and humiliates. Some of the writing here is fantastic, and there were definitely some laugh out loud moments from me.
Sigrun, warum atmest du so schwer? Ich weiß nicht, Mutter. Ah, das weißt du nicht? Die da, abführen zum Verhör. Ja, Mutter. Du hast die vereinbarten Leibesübungen nicht gemacht und deinen Weg nicht eingehalten.
Vergib mir, Mutter. Ich habe gestern ein kleines Stück Kuchen gegessen, nur ein ganz kleines...
Du dumme Kuh! Du bist eine Schande für deine Rasse! Und für deine Familie!
In the second demo that I played, it's further on into the game and we see much more familiar faces, including Max and Wyatt. Your job here is to take a portable nuclear bomb into Roswell to take out the Oberkommando, and this is where the game opens up and becomes a lot more free roam. There are of course opportunities for run and gun moments if you want to go in loud, but the cover and lean systems also play a role here if you get overrun during shootouts. Not only do we get to dual wield our weapons in this game, but we can also mix and match them now, so a pistol and a rifle, or a pistol and a shotgun, or maybe you want to use like a sticky grenade launcher to set traps and blow Nazis to smithereens. It's completely your choice. Stealth of course is possible and recommended in areas that have a commander present. They're the guys with the fancy hats, and if you don't take out the commanders you're going to be swarmed with waves upon waves of enemies until you kill them. Hatchets are available for melee too, and as a throwing option or a cheeky takedown from behind, much like the knives, and weapons can be upgraded with the use of upgrade kits, so you can do stuff like adding a suppressor to the pistol for maximum stealth, or upgrading your hand grenades so they might explode with more metal fragments or stun your enemies for a limited time. Perks return too, giving the player rewards for stealth takedowns, causing mayhem, or using tactical opportunities. There's plenty of depth here, and even on normal difficulty it's quite challenging. I think you'd be a big baby though if you don't play the game on the I am death incarnate difficulty. In terms of who you'll be fighting, well, in the demo I played there were the usual Nazi grunts and scientists, as well as some particularly large Space Marine type enemies that carry a laser gun around that you can also pick up and use, and that thing absolutely minces through people. There was also a mecha type robot enemy that was able to dart and teleport around you, which was quite frustrating to deal with, dogs, and then of course it's Wolfenstein, massive bosses and mechs that have a range of attacks and take ages to defeat. It's certainly not an easy game. Overall, the short time I spent playing the new Colossus was a blast. It's a true sequel to the first game it seems, the gameplay has remained fun, and the writing in some of the cutscenes is still absolutely hilarious. So let's hope that Machine Games have managed to maintain this level of quality throughout the game and throw BJ into some crazy, unexpected gameplay scenarios to spice things up. So that's all for today guys, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Did you play the first game, and if so, are you excited for the sequel? Thanks for watching guys, and also a big thanks to Bethesda for sponsoring this video. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, if you didn't, a thumbs down, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one.